Online reviews are essential for every business. Research shows that 91% of consumers read online reviews prior to making a purchase, and 86% say that they trust online reviews from a stranger as much as they would a personal recommendation from a friend. Encouraging reviews is good business. Certain review sites, including Google and Yelp, get most of the attention. What you may not know is that Facebook reviews are increasingly important to local businesses. With more than 2 billion active users, Facebook also acts as a search engine when users need to find products or services in their area. Facebook reviews can include both a star rating and written comments. Star ratings look good on the page, and Facebook will display an average rating for visitors to see. However, they're not as useful as written reviews when it comes to attracting new followers. The ideal Facebook reviews should include 4 key elements. The first is a description of why the reviewer needed your product or service. What problem did they have that brought them to you? Personal stories carry more weight than impersonal ratings. The second key element is a description of how the problem they had negatively impacted their life. The details will vary depending on the product and consumer, but the main thing is for the reviewer to relate the specific reasons that they needed to find your company. Third, a quality review should contain some details about how your product or service helped the reviewer. This may include information about their experience using your product or how they felt about dealing with you and your staff. The key is to relate the reviewer's experience so that readers will understand it. Finally, the reviewer should include an explanation of how using your product or services changed their life for the better. That might mean revisiting the problem that first brought them to you. It might also mean describing an unexpected benefit or highlight of using your product. The star rating is merely icing on the cake. It's an encapsulation of the specific experiences, opinions, and descriptions in the written review. A high star rating alone probably won't make much of an impression on a reader, but a heartfelt written review might. Not all customers will think to leave a review of your business or product online. In some ways, that might be a good thing. People are more likely to leave a review if they're unhappy than they are if they're happy, and that's why you need to ask, not assume, that they'll leave a review without prompting. If you're not comfortable asking in person, a good way to approach it is to send a personalized email. If you have a large list or you're selling online, you may not know much about your customers. But if you're offering a service or work closely with your customers, this approach can be quite effective. Your email should include a direct link to your Facebook review page. You don't want the recipient to have to hunt for your page. The goal is to make it easy for them to do what you're asking them to. It's also a good idea to provide them with an idea of what to include in their review. If you specify that they should talk about the problem that brought them to you and how your product helped them, they'll be more likely to include those things in their written review than they otherwise would. In terms of timing, you should make sure to give the potential reviewer enough time to benefit from your product or service before asking them for a review. In some cases, you may be able to email them immediately. In others, you might want to wait a few months or weeks before making the request. Encouraging customers to leave reviews on your Facebook page is smart. The key is to ask instead of assuming that they'll leave a review as a matter of course, and provide them with a bit of guidance to ensure that they'll leave the kind of quality review that will help you attract more businesses. If you enjoyed this educational video, make sure to subscribe now to receive more internet marketing tips and tricks as we release them.